Hello, my name is Dr. Matthew Korona, and I am a research assistant and adjunct faculty at George Mason University, and I also work as a school-based technology coach for a district in the suburbs of Washington, D.C. My presentation focuses on a portion of a research study examining how a media literacy online professional development influenced six high school teachers' pedagogy. Starting by defining two key terms. Media literacy is the ability to access, analyze, and evaluate, create, reflect, and act using all forms of media. The second term is design thinking, which is creating innovative learning opportunities to meet the academic needs for students. Design thinking takes lesson preparation beyond rote and packaged curriculum and allows teachers to be creative with their knowledge and available materials. As media literacy can be taught as a standalone course or integrated within content instruction, an integrated approach may challenge content area teachers to design instruction by leveraging unfamiliar concepts and tools related to media literacy. At the same time, teachers have a responsibility to integrate media literacy into their instruction, and collaborative design as a form of professional development could equip teachers with the necessary skills, strategies, and dispositions to do so. Previous literature suggests that although numerous media literacy education curricula, frameworks, strategies, and resources exist, few offer explicit alignment with established content curricula. Additionally, relevant selected literature points to empowering teachers to design instruction collaboratively because the process influences teacher content and pedagogical knowledge, implementation of curricular resources, and competence to enact curricular change as well. Teachers learn by designing instructional resources, and collaborative design is an effective form of professional development. As media literacy is often overlooked by school leaders as a crucial instructional goal, collaborative design offers an avenue for teachers to find curricular links with media literacy. And they also have opportunities to design instruction using real-world media and bridge in-school and out-of-school literacies. This study was framed by relevant selected research related to collaborative design and media literacy. For teachers to effectively design media literacy instruction, they must possess design thinking, which is the pursuit of instructional change and curricular improvement by creating desired resources using the necessary cognitive and instructional tools. Furthermore, three elements of collaborative design include situatedness, agency, and the cyclical nature of learning and change. Situatedness refers to teachers actively learning from their peers' expertise in meaningful contexts. Agency is empowering teachers to take responsibility for their curricular decisions and allowing for their instruction to evolve. The cyclical nature of teaching and learning is analyzing, reflecting about, and refining multiple iterations of the implementation of curricular resources. However, the application of thinking patterns and integration of digital tools to design media literacy instruction warrants further investigation. Informed by relevant selected research related to media literacy and collaborative design, the researcher designed, implemented, and instructed an online professional development focusing on the instructional integration of media literacy. Participants were placed in content area teams to design media literacy instruction. Looking at the research questions, the first question addressed how high school science and social science teachers leveraged collaborative design concepts to create media literacy instruction during an online professional development. And the second research question addressed the knowledge and materials from which the teachers drew to design media literacy instruction. Thus, the study focused on the structure of collaborative design as it relates to media literacy education. Focusing on the context of the study, this study examined the sixth, seventh, and eighth modules of a nine-module online professional development course related to the instructional integration of media literacy, comprised of synchronous and asynchronous learning. For Modules 6 and 7, teachers met with their design team online to collaboratively design media literacy instruction on two occasions. Teams were grouped by academic discipline rather than specific course. Teachers were not required to design the same lesson, but assist each other with the design of their individual media literacy lessons. As teachers collaboratively designed media literacy lessons, they articulated their thinking processes and concurrently engaged in the think aloud portion of the study. Thus, teachers were asked to think aloud their design processes as they collaborated on learning materials, such as structuring media literacy lessons, graphic organizers, slide decks, digital tools, and brainstorming content standards aligning with media literacy concepts. The collaborative design sessions were recorded through Microsoft Teams and later transcribed for analysis. During Module 8, teachers implemented their lesson designs. The researcher observed one class period and took field notes. Specific notes included the structure in which the teacher implemented the lesson, digital tools implemented, media literacy strategies both explicitly and implicitly implemented, details about the classroom, and the media literacy language used by the teacher when interacting with students. This study used a multiple case study design and occurred within a mid-Atlantic United States school district between fall 2021 and winter 2022. Cases were bound by academic discipline. Although 6 participants were selected using purposive sampling, the English language arts teacher, her data was removed from the portion of the study. While the ELA teacher completed all aspects of the online professional development and the study, the teacher did not engage in collaborative design. Thus, only the 3 science and 2 social science teachers' data are represented in this paper, bound by their content area design team. The selection criteria included number of total years of teaching experience and within a specific content area, student academic level, grade level, content area, and perceived mastery of content knowledge and digital tools. The pseudonyms and content area of teachers who participated in the study are as followed. Aaron, who is a social science teacher. Molly is also social science. Josephine, Kay, and Penelope were all science teachers. The data collected included transcripts from Think Aloud protocols during online collaborative design sessions, teacher-created planning resources, and researcher field notes from instructional observations. Triangulation was employed to increase the trustworthiness of the study's findings. To address research question 1, data were coded deductively by content area using the key features of collaborative design. This includes situatedness, agency, and the cyclical nature of learning and change. Analysis followed a 2-cycle coding process. Thus, data were first categorized by initial code. Then data categorized by initial code were analyzed to form final themes. The researcher wrote memos and notes in the margins of the qualitative data to further examine how the participants applied elements of collaborative design to create media literacy instruction. To address research question 1, themes that emerged included empowerment from the science case and sharing lesson design structure from the social science case. To address research question 2, data were inductively open-coded. Initial codes included digital tools, media literacy modules, prior teaching practices, and content curriculum. Analysis followed a 2-cycle coding process. Thus, data were initially categorized by initial code. Then data categorized by initial code were analyzed to form final themes. The researcher wrote memos and notes in the margins of the qualitative data to further examine how the participants applied elements of collaborative design to create media literacy instruction. 2 themes emerged to address research question 2, including alignment of media literacy concepts with previous instructional practice and tools for both science and social science. The first theme that emerged from the science teachers' data was empowerment. Teachers offered each other specific suggestions and examples how to improve their lesson design. For example, they each suggested specific scaffolding techniques, media literacy practices that intersect with the content curriculum, and technology that supported media literacy instruction. While they indicated their media literacy lessons built upon their previous content area instruction, they explained that designing collaboratively allowed them to try new instructional approaches, infuse media literacy into their instruction, and integrate technology to produce images, audio, and video. Additionally, science teachers mentioned they will reflect about how to improve their media literacy lessons for implementation during the next school year, but did not offer any explicit suggestions for refinements. Science teachers indicated that collaborative design for media literacy lessons was an empowering experience that allowed them to share instructional ideas and resources, find new avenues for technology integration, and try new instructional approaches. The second theme that emerged from the science teachers' data was alignment of media literacy concepts with previous instructional practices and tools. Science teachers drew from the previous knowledge of the curriculum, specific topics from the media literacy online learning modules, and previous experiences with technology. Additionally, they leveraged district-adopted digital tools for their media literacy lessons. They implemented media literacy strategies from the online learning modules, including performing relevant internet searches and applying critical questions to evaluate online information. The materials they leveraged in their designs, including previously created content area readings and documents, images and videos to build curricular background knowledge, the district adopted learning management system to share content area resources and media, online spreadsheets to collect data, and word processing software. The first theme that emerged from the social science teachers' data was sharing a lesson design structure. Their lesson designs were situated as they offered each other explicit instructional approaches to bridge media literacy in their content curriculum. Likewise, the approach to their lessons closely mirrored one another. Social science teachers shared a specific lesson structure to implement media literacy lessons and reframed previously implemented lessons to include a media literacy component. The second theme that emerged from the social science teachers' data was alignment of media literacy concepts with previous instructional practices and tools. Similar to the science teachers, social science teachers drew from the previous knowledge of their curriculum, specific topics from the media literacy online modules, previous experiences with technology, including district-adopted digital tools for their media literacy lessons, and additional materials leveraged for their media literacy lessons included online word processing software and digital image creation software. The purpose of the study was to examine how science and social science teachers applied elements of collaborative design as well as the knowledge and materials from which they drew to design media literacy instruction while participating in a media literacy online professional development. They drew from their previous curricular knowledge and media literacy strategies from the online modules. Additionally, they applied their knowledge of district-adopted digital tools to enhance their media literacy lesson through technology integration. Specifically, science teachers described collaborative design as an empowering experience that allowed them to have a voice for curricular change. Findings suggested that collaborative design as a form of professional development could empower teachers to design instruction at the intersection of their content curricula and media literacy. For example, all 5 teachers bridged their curricular knowledge, pedagogy, and content from the media literacy online modules to design implementable lessons. However, all teachers did not integrate all aspects of media literacy, but rather focused on accessing, evaluating, and creating digital media. Future professional learning opportunities should empower teachers to integrate an array of media literacy skills and strategies, including leveraging media literacy to address social issues. Likewise, findings indicated that teachers may have district-provided access to digital tools that promote media literacy. However, teachers must receive appropriate professional learning opportunities to effectively integrate media literacy into content instruction, as well as leverage digital tools to do so. Additionally, teachers must receive professional learning about not only the functionality of the internet and digital tools, but also the critical thinking skills and strategies to analyze and evaluate online information, as well as effective pedagogy for implementation. Thus, as scholars and practitioners place a greater focus on media literacy to combat online misinformation and disinformation, teachers may have appropriate digital tools to integrate media literacy, but situate these tools within the context of media literacy and content instruction. Likewise, collaboratively designing media literacy instruction may assist with equipping teachers with the skills, strategies, and dispositions, pedagogy, and resources to impactfully integrate media literacy into content instruction to promote effective real-world media consumption and production practices for students.